Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. I'm just going to do a little Sunday afternoon barbecue. Nothing fancy, but I'm going to do a couple things a little different. So let me show you what I have going on over here. When I was at the store earlier, I saw this pork chops, and they're really thinly sliced pork loin. So I thought, you know what, that would be good to marinate. So I'm going to marinate it in my favorite teriyaki sauce, this Mr. Yoshida's. And I had some big mushrooms in the fridge, so I'm also trying marinating them in this teriyaki sauce. Now, I've never done this before, so this is kind of an experiment. I don't know how well mushrooms will take up a marinade, but we will find out. I also have some corn over here I'm going to do too, but I've already done a corn video, so I really won't get into too much detail on that. I'll just put the link to the corn video in the description, and if anybody wants to see exactly how I do that, you can watch that video. So these are pretty nice looking little thin pork loin chops there. I'm just gonna pour some of this, let me wash my hands first and I'll be back. Okay, that's better. I didn't want to contaminate the lid of my teriyaki sauce with pork juice all over my hands. So let's let this pork marinate for an hour or two, and pork soaks up a marinade really well, so I think this should be pretty good. So while this stuff is marinating, I'll go get the grill lit and I'll meet you guys outside. Okay, I'm all set up here. I'm using Royal Oak lump charcoal, and it's on the back of the grill. So I just brushed my corn, rubbed it with some olive oil, and I'm going to cook it indirectly on this side of the grill. And that usually takes about a half hour or so until it gets soft. And then I usually just melt some butter and brush it with melted butter when I pull it off. So these mushrooms, I don't know what's going on. Look how much they've shrunk. They were all the way up to the edge of the dish there when I first put them in there. So I guess maybe the salt in the marinade is making them shrink down. I'm just gonna cook these indirectly as well, and we'll see how this works out. Just kind of keep an eye on them. And then the meat is so thin, I think it'll only take a couple minutes to cook. So I'm gonna let this stuff cook first, and then when it's about done, I'll just try cooking the meat directly over the coals. And by then the coals will die down some, so it should work out better that way. All right, I'm just gonna get the lid on there and let this stuff cook for a bit, and we'll be back in a little bit. It's been about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna check on this stuff. All right. I don't think the corn's done yet. The mushrooms are getting pretty shrunk up looking, so they're probably getting fairly done. I guess I'll go ahead and get the meat on here. Let that start cooking. Then I'll probably start pulling the mushrooms off. Boy, this meat smells excellent. Love this this teriyaki sauce, this Mr. Yoshida's. It's good stuff. Pretty hot fire. Some of those are getting kind of dark. I guess I better get them away from the heat a little bit there. We ended up with mixed results on this one. The pork is excellent, but the mushrooms are too smoky. The texture is fine, but for some reason, they're just really smoky tasting. Maybe it's because there's a lot of liquid, a lot of water in a mushroom. It soaks up the smoke more. I don't know. If you're a grilling guy, give me your opinion on why that is. But the good news is the pork turned out excellent. It's just actually probably some of the best pork I've ever cooked. It tastes almost like a sweet bacon in a way. It just has tons of flavor. Definitely going to do more teriyaki pork on the grill again. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.